Hey guys, welcome back to Super Switch U. Today is the sixth day of Christmas, budget edition video. So to recap very quickly, um, it's brought to you by Pepsi because the people at my job at Pepsi provided Smile Points, which was used to redeem an eShop card, and that eShop card was able to buy 12 different holiday or winter themed games. We are covering one of each of those every day until Christmas and then one on Christmas Day. So that's what we're done so far. If you've missed any of these, first day was Christmas Racing. Second day was Faircroft's Antiques Home for Christmas. Third day was There Will Be No Turkey This Christmas. Fourth was Retro Santa Run. Fifth day was Hidden Paws. Now we are on day 6. We're going to learn to play Santa's Sleigh Ride, which, in the spirit of Super Switch Tots and figuring out what games are better for children under the age of 5, this might end up being a good one to cover one more time before then, giving it an official rating and stuff for like how old you would need to be to start playing it. So I'm kind of excited to figure out if that is actually what this is, or if they just threw a title on there to sell the game. We will find out. So, and you'll have to excuse my voice. It's early, allergies are still killing me, and it's a little still hot to drink this. I'm trying not to burn the crap out of my tongue. Alright, so we jump into this thing, and we've got music on or off, sounds on or off. Start. Now you get to choose difficulty 1 through 5. So let's see how easy 1 is, and then we'll go over the Alright, so it's seems pretty straightforward. You press A to drop a present to try to get it into the house. You get to the house and it almost disappears, because that's how that actually works in real life. Yeah, there's a lot of unhappy kids because I'm missing all of these. And you just avoid candy canes. So I could definitely see where Learn to Play was probably the right title here. I mean, it doesn't explain any of this to you, which is a little concerning. Unless that was all the text at the bottom that I was cutting off. Alright, town. Everyone in town's happy, including all those houses I missed. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, so let me see. Let me move me for a second. All Christmas gifts. Try to avoid festive decorations lying all over this bustling town. So I was right. It does not actually tell you the controls to push A to drop a present. It just assumes that you know that. Alright, so we're gonna try all difficulties, since apparently there is like a very specific end to this. It doesn't just go on forever. It's deliver so many presents and then they end the stage, and that's it. Getting a little better at this. But yes, now instead of just candy canes, there are Christmas tree ornament balls. Yep, yeah. Sorry, Timmy, your bicycle didn't make it. I threw it on the ground. I'm missing things. I'm going to brag about getting better at it. It's probably fine. Someone will find that gift and turn it to the right house. Or, all 17 or whatever I've missed. Alright, and there we go. All gifts have been delivered. Difficulty 3. Let's see what happens here. say difficulty, this is basically just the different stages, even though nothing changes except for the enemies. And so now the balls can come from the top. Probably a good thing that the gifts are not effective. Oh, what the? Okay, so apparently you can also now get hit by stars, just randomly fall from the sky. That was weird and unexpected. Like, I get they did kind of give you a warning, but at the same time, I didn't know it was a warning. Alright. That was difficulty 3. I think we're going to just beat this game today. This almost feels like it should have been part of a collection, maybe. Like an advent calendar game or something. Like, they give you so many of these. It's like, oh, these are perfect for your young kids to learn how to play games at Christmas time. But to have this on its own seems a bit, I don't know, it feels lacking. But I guess we'll see, because we're on difficulty. I did select 4, right? I wasn't fully paying attention. I'm not awake. Oh, there's a star. So if each difficulty has a new thing to avoid, then what's the new thing to not hit? Still got hit by a house. I was determined to get a house that I missed. Also, is there a certain amount of lives? Like, how many times can I get hit before it's like, oh, sorry, Santa went down, Christmas is ruined, good job. I haven't seen any. There's not extra enemies. The star just happened more often in 4. So, alright, here's the end of the game. Here's difficulty 5. And I started pretty early on with the star. Okay, so now they're splitting up the ornaments. So just up or down, you have to be in between. Is that it? That's the new difficulty thing? That's just a minor inconvenience. Okay, so the stars are definitely more frequent now. Ta-da. 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 There you go. Get out of here, star. Nope. I also might be delivering more presents this time, because this is going on a little bit longer than it did before. Okay, well, that's it. Wow. I don't know what to do here. We've been recording for 9 minutes, and I've beat the game. And it didn't unlock any new difficulties either. Like this is that's legitimately it. Well, nothing to be done there, I guess. All right, so yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to play a different game, but like that's it, right? We have now done what that game has to offer. There's nothing else to it. There's no score to adjust. So I guess we're gonna give this thing a rating and just go from there. So I'm gonna start another. Well, no, actually, just flip it over. Let's flip it over. I want to try to be fair with this. Give me a second. All right, so let's go over like the pros and cons of this game. Okay, so it's not broken. That's it's always a plus. There was no glitches, no mixed up content, no broken English, nothing like it. It's fairly complete. Um, it does set out what it does want to try to accomplish there. A very simple game for younger players to learn how to play games. Um, and that's honestly probably of all the things we've covered in 12 Days of Christmas, it's probably the most accessible to a younger audience. And not everything covered on this channel, of course, because I feel like Paw Patrol was probably a better option for starting. Um, but this could just be paired with that. So it does what it's supposed to do. Um, just it's not a game for literally anyone else. So uh, once you're growing up a little bit, you can play more advanced games. You will probably never come back to this game in your life. Um, the lack of any kind of extras, score keeping, because that's the thing. I feel like yeah, you could have done the tutorial thing and like each of the difficulties so you could get a little bit better each time. And then there should have been just one extra mode that was like score attack or something. Like they actually add a score counter and it just infinitely loops on like difficulty 5 or something. And you build up the highest score you can. You can only get hit so many times. I actually you know what? That's probably a good thing to figure out real quick. So let's go to difficulty 5 real quick. We're going to do this one more time now that I'm thinking about it. How many times can I get hit before it stops the game? 3. Okay. Now that we've now that we've solved that mystery 3 in a row, because I know I've been hit more than 3 times and that's just not paying attention, but 3 in a row and you start over. So there is at least a way to fail. Um, that actually does affect the score for sure. It's just beating it in under 10 minutes. Not so great. Um, okay, I think I know what I want. So again, I'm trying to be fair because we did actually have some broken games in here. So I don't want it to be on the same par as the broken games or the stuff with bad controls because this doesn't have that. It's just lacking in content and fun. So 3.5. 3.5 out of 10. Um, yeah, I mean, it's good to teach a young child to play a game. It's not good to be a fun and enjoyable game. That's where it lacks. It's, any kind of replay value or any kind of older audience enjoyment is just thrown right out the window. This is still just going to be a short video. I don't think I can really adjust anything with this because there's no point to go back. I have tested the fabrics of this game. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you want to see more of this game. I don't know that there's more to show you, but we can always figure it out. Um, and if there's any kind of content that you guys want to see in the future, especially going into 2026, put that in the comments here, there, everywhere. Let me know what you want to see. Like I said, we're 6 days into 12 days, so we're about halfway through this thing now. And so far, only one has been really good, in my opinion. But trying to remember here, I would say 3 out of 6 so far are enjoyable. And that's just because I went back with that one. It's really good in handheld with the touch controls. It's the fact that the controls for on TV mode are so atrocious that it, you know, reaching all the way over for the other thumbstick to also press the A button instead of just this stick and A. Because the left stick is unused, and there should be an option to control that, and that's awful. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what else the future games in this set have to offer. We're gonna cover more stuff like Elf on the Shelf and The Grinch, at least one more time each, and give it the accessibility score before Christmas. Um, and I think that's honestly all I've got. I'm just stalling for time. I think, which is not a good thing to do. I'm so sorry, guys. But I'll pose a question in here, and feel free to answer it here or elsewhere. But what are you guys playing this Christmas season? Is there any particular go-to games that you like in the holidays? It doesn't have to be a Christmas game if it's a wintry theme or something. Just things that you enjoy to play at this time of year, or if there's just a game that you're currently working on. Switch to. It could be anything else. It's probably won't be able to cover it if it doesn't have a Switch or Switch 2 version. But um, let's talk about some stuff. Let's talk about what you guys are playing too. Um, just whatever. And yeah, if you like the video, and I don't blame you if you don't, press the like button, hit subscribe so we can get closer to 700 subscribers by the end of the year. We're so very close, guys. If we could just get that extra little bump. And if you've hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button so you can be alerted to all upcoming videos. Because after Christmas, they won't be daily again. They will be when I get the chance and when I have things to talk about and cover and stuff like that. So, at least a couple a week, or one a week for sure. But just so you guys know what's going to happen with that, if we go back to Let's Play Tabletop, things like that, you'd be alerted, you'd know, and then you could you watch your favorite stuff on here. Yeah, so with that, I think that's all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. Keep watching the 12 Days of Christmas Budget Edition. If you missed anything, definitely go back. It's in the playlist. I'll make sure that the playlist is at the top of the home screen. But go back and watch those. Be prepared for another 6 leading up to Christmas, because we're almost to Christmas time, guys. Or Christmas. It's already Christmas time. But yeah. So uh, that's basically just what I got. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you next time.